Welcome to Ready Set RC, and today guys we have the HBX 16889 monster truck with the newly released Redcat Volcano 16 monster truck. I know what you guys are saying, same truck HBX released, Redcat has it here, but I'm going to show you guys the differences between the two. We're going to have a run off with these two trucks and we're going to see what they're all about, guys. Just wanted to show you guys the differences between the two, show you a little bit of the box art that's going on here. We have the HBX that has put all the illustrations on the side of their boxes, showing that the vehicle is ready to run. It's four-wheel drive, 2.4 gigahertz. These are friction shocks, guys. It is completely ball bearings all throughout, brush motor, optional metal gears, and it is splash proof, not waterproof, guys, splash proof. For the Volcano, plain and simple, guys. Their box art is just plain and simple. Redcat symbol on the front, and here we go. That's basically what they put out there. As I said, they've probably tried doing that to keep the cost down on this truck. I bought the HBX monster truck off of Amazon, 85 bucks. Bought this from Redcat. They had a promotion going on. I actually got this for 90 bucks, guys, so not too bad on the pricing. I believe it goes for $100 standard on the Redcat website and probably through their distributors. But I got this for 90 bucks straight from Redcat off of some discounting over the holiday season. So for the Redcat, I've already started going through it, adding the stickers to it. Both of these cars, you will need to add the stickers onto it, but they do come with the stickers. So I started applying some stickers to the Redcat Volcano 16, and this is just what's left over from the end. Also in the Redcat, you get some zip ties, a USB charger, an additional lithium ion battery. Yes, a lithium ion battery. It is a 800 mAh battery. You get an extra set of body clips and you get LEDs for this truck, so you have to install the LEDs yourself. This is the instruction manual that you get with the Volcano. I mean, I think for the most part you guys are familiar with some of the illustrations that Redcat does. Fairly straightforward. With the HBX 16889, gives you kind of a instructional card that comes with the RC. This is on the RC when you get it. Some stickers that you need to add to the RC, as I said before. Same thing with the Redcat. LEDs that you must install, a USB charger, and this truck gives you a 2S 25C 1000 mAh LiPo battery, guys, and it gives you two of them. So both trucks come with two batteries. One's a lithium polymer, the other one's a lithium ion. What you also get with the HBX is you get a parts list, an extensive parts list, which is pretty good. I mean, it lists every part available for this truck. And from what I saw on Amazon, you can get the parts on Amazon for this truck. So pretty much you're gonna be able to do the same thing with the Redcat, is order HBX parts for the Volcano. This is insane. This is what came with the truck too. Looks like you get a gift for an additional metal cap shocks for this truck, free. That is insane that they're giving this away. I like that. I've never had that happen before. You get a warranty card and instruction manual. It's pretty thick, guys, but I have to say the reason why it's pretty thick, it does come in various languages, but it seems like a pretty good instruction manual for this truck. But let's get into these two trucks, guys. As you guys can clearly see, there are some similarities between the two trucks. As for the front bumper, I'm not seeing much of a difference between the two trucks. It looks like it's spot on. The tires themselves are different. I have to say that the ones that are on the Redcat seem like more of an aggressive pattern that's on here. The truck, I guess the compound feels a little stiff, but on this size and for a brushed vehicle, it'll handle pretty well. On the HBX, tires are a little bit softer and you can hear a little bit more of the air in them, but once again, I think the compound will do well. It is, as I said, it's a softer compound than what you have on the Redcat, but I think it'll do well out there on a brush setup. We have friction shocks all around. As you can see, that bounciness going on, and the same thing here for the Redcat. You have fixed links front and rear all throughout the truck. Same with the Redcat, fixed links all around. Just show you the underside of the HBX with the power switch right here. Let's do the same with the Redcat. Show you the under of the Redcat. with the power switch right here as well where my thumb is pressing. As for the controllers on each, this is the Hey Boxing controller. Plasticky, very simple. You have the steering trim. You have a speed switch on here as well, on off. Steering reverse also here. Plastic wheel, not too much play in it. Throttle, feels okay, springy a little bit. You have an aux switch sitting here at my thumb. 2 AA's in here. Yeah, not bad, it'll do the work, it'll do the job. As for the Redcat, same deal, same controller, just has the Redcat badging on it. Also steering trim, speed switch, steering reverse switch, on off switch. Same play in the wheel. Throttle, feels about the same. Aux button at the thumb. 2 AA's, guys. As for the shells, pretty good compound on the Hey Boxing. As for the Redcat, also pretty good, feels good in the hand. Both of these trucks come with a plastic film on them. You do have to remove that plastic film before you're putting on the stickers. Let's take these bodies off and let's see what's going on underneath. So here we are taking a look at the Hey Boxing 16889. As we can see here in the front, nice good support on the front bumper. Looks like we have Phillips screws throughout. As I mentioned before, all links up in the front here, they're fixed. Also the steering column is all plastic. Looks like we have a combination ESC and receiver. As for the motor, it's a brush motor. It's a 390K size motor. And we can see the Velcro strap for the battery, that LiPo battery sitting in there. We're looking at the drive shafts. They are all plastic in the front and in the rear. We have a metal drive shaft going down the center. We have a tower-to-tower brace also going down the center of the truck. As for the shocks, we had mentioned that before. They're friction shocks, plastic shock towers. They do have a threaded body on the shock, so you are able to dial down those springs on the shock, but they do have an upgrade to get oil-filled shocks on this truck. But let's get into the Redcat and see what that one's all about. First, let's go on the front bumper. We're seeing the same supports coming off the front bumper as the Hey Boxing. Shocks are the same. They have a threaded body shock. These are friction shocks. We've seen that it has a collar to adjust that down. There are different settings on both trucks for the shock mounts. Shock tower is plastic coming off of that. You have fixed links just like the Hey Boxing. You have plastic drive shafts on the front and on the rear. You have a metal drive shaft going down the center with a tower-to-tower brace also going down the center. You have a plastic link coming off to the servo. I'm looking at the battery, same battery strap that's coming off, holding the battery down. Connectors to the battery off the ESC and receiver is also Dean's or T-plug. ESC and receiver in this is pretty much identical to the one that I saw in the Hey Boxing. We're also looking at that brushed 390 motor that was in the Hey Boxing, same that's coming off here. And what I am seeing in the rear, which is a little bit different, if you look at the fixed links that are in the rear on the Redcat, they are different than what was on the Hey Boxing. The Hey Boxing was a little bit slimmer and thinner link off the rear. This is a little bit more beef. I don't know why or why that is, but it is a different design coming off that rear support. Are seeing the same bumper support on the rear on this truck as well. Outside of that, guys, I'm not seeing much difference between the two trucks, but let's get these trucks out and let's see what they're all about. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what it is, guys, but the steering on this one just seems a little bit more dodgy. Now, they're both proportional, but the steering on the Redcat just seems a little bit more dodgy. It could be my hands are frozen, but I'm thinking the steering's a little bit more dodgy on this. I'm seeing a little bit more understeer with this one versus the HBX. And the trim is just not lining up as well as the HBX's trim lines up. Out of the box, that thing almost comes in dialed up, ready to go. This one, as you try to adjust the trim to the left, to the right, it almost seems like you feel it's almost too much. I'm gonna try rebinding it when I get home and see if that changes anything. So guys, after taking out, I'm going to call this the HBX 16889, and we have the Redcat Volcano 16. After taking these things out, they perform great, guys. 17 miles per hour, probably want a little bit more out of it, but I thought they performed great. These are monster trucks. The clearance is a little bit higher on these vehicles. So, you know, handling, I thought they handled well with the 16. Would like to see how brushless is going to go with this. I am going brushless on both of these. I've already ordered them up, but I will say I did like how they performed. I liked how they hit the ramps. These are some very fun RCs, guys. I will say though, in regards to the HBX, I did not see a performance difference in this. So, you know, this may be the option that you want to go with. The one good thing about the Redcat, it is Redcat, so they are going to have a little bit stronger presence when it comes to parts availability. But I will say I purchased this off of Amazon. I purchased the shocks for these two trucks off of Amazon. And that's the one thing that I will say that you know, at the timing of this video, you'll probably be able to do. You know, as we start to see that change, maybe the availability of parts is going to be a little bit better with Redcat versus the HBX on Amazon. But as of right now, I've looked at the parts availability on Redcat for this truck. They're there, guys. I mean, they even have the wheelie bars available for this. So, you know, if you really want to go brushless and you want to throw in a wheelie bar on there, you can actually use the wheelie bar from Redcat and throw it on the HBX as well, because these trucks are pretty much identical. But if you can still find these, get them, guys. These are worth it. The HBX 16889, it's worth it. It's a great little truck. Tire wise, I didn't see a performance difference between the two, so I don't think you're going to lose much there if you go with the HBX versus going with the Redcat. Yeah, if you can find it and saving yourself 15 bucks, this is the one that you want to go with, guys. The only thing that I will say about the Redcat, and I'm going to rebind this, is that the steering on this was a little dodgy compared to the HBX. Now, these are identical electronics between the two, so I'm not sure exactly why, but I'm going to rebind this, see how it performs, report back to you guys, see if that changes anything. But outside of that, I thought these were great RCs, guys. Having a mini RC in your arsenal during these times is great. You know, you're able to take them anywhere, ride them around the house, have fun with them. So it's great to have these things in your arsenal if you have them. You know, definitely I will be keeping these two around for a little bit and, you know, kind of running these around for a little bit more. But next up that I'm gonna do into these two trucks, as I said, going brushless in both of them. I'm swapping out the servos in both of them. And I'm also gonna add oil-filled shocks in both of them. We're gonna leave it here, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram for our latest post to the channel. This is Ready Set RC, signing out. Thanks again, guys.